Joseph Parker this weekend in the UK. Another fight to sort of mix up the heavyweight division a little bit. What do you think? How do you think this plays out? And the winner, where does he go? Because with Usyk now not possibly fighting till next year, does Joyce put himself in a position to fight Tyson Fury? Could he be the guy that Tyson Fury fights now that Fury has said he's coming back and fighting? Especially with Usyk being, not mentioning that he's not going to fight until next year. If Joyce puts in a good performance against Joe Parker and looks good beating him, maybe even becomes the first guy to stop him. Who knows? If he could do something extraordinary in the fight. Joyce has been looking good in his pro career thus far, making waves, and he's a little bit older, so he's got to get moving quicker. The ex-Olympic silver medalist is certainly on par to make some moves in the next year for sure. And I think there's an opening there for him to get the Tyson Fury fight. As I said, especially with Usyk not going to be mentioning he's probably not going to be busy until next year, and with Fury wanting a fight. I know people are talking about the Joshua fight with Fury, but if that doesn't play out, if that doesn't end up happening, if there's something that doesn't make it happen, I'm not convinced that Joshua fights Fury right now, because Joshua coming off 2 losses in a row, I think it's probably better off going back and getting himself a more winnable fight and put himself back in the mix, because he's very, very marketable still, and I don't think you want to put him in a position to where he could lose 3 fights in a row. So I think Joyce puts himself in there as the front runner to get Fury if he's able to win this fight impressively against Joe Parker. But don't count out Joe Parker. He's a guy who's obviously made waves in the heavyweight division, ex-WBO world champion, has a win over Andy Ruiz, decision loss to Anthony Joshua. But nonetheless, he's always been a tough out. I think he might have also lost to Dillian White in a good fight as well. Or was it Chisora? I don't know. You guys know. But nonetheless, regardless, Parker is certainly a formidable foe, and a guy who I think is on par with the next level of fighter that Joyce should be fighting, and if he's able to beat this level of fighter, he certainly has a right to put himself in a position to be demanding for a heavyweight title shot. Now, I don't know if he's going to get Usyk, but I certainly think that, again, Fury, mentioning that he's going to be coming back and fighting, I think this all British showdown could present some marketable options, and it could be a fight that gets made. But I think personally it only gets made. It has a chance only to get made if Joyce can really look impressive and do something with Joe Parker that maybe others haven't done. We'll see how he's motivated. We'll see how Parker's motivated. And we'll see how this fight plays out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what you think about this fight and how it's going to play out. And where do you think it shifts the heavyweight division from here? Because it seems like we're in the past year or so, and probably even in the next 6-7 months, there could be a lot of shifting going on in the heavyweight division, especially also with Wilder coming back to fight Helenius in the next few weeks as well. There certainly could be different things going on that could shift the landscape of the heavyweight division. But we've got a certain concrete top 2 right now. We've got Fury and Usyk at the top, and we're probably, I don't think those guys are going to move for the time being. Although, like I said, if Joyce looks good, I think he can put himself in a position to get that Fury fight, and that would be interesting. And it's also another reason why we can't be letting fights wait to happen, because you see a couple of years ago everybody was talking about Wilder and Joshua, and now we're talking about the guys who beat them, Fury and Usyk, so this is why you got to make fights when they're hot. I still think Wilder and Joshua could maybe happen, but nonetheless it doesn't have the appeal that it had if it would have been made at the right time. But nonetheless, let's focus on this weekend. Joseph Parker and Joyce get it on, and let's see who comes out on top. Let me know what your predictions are, how they'll happen, and let me know what you think it leads to from here in the heavyweight division. I'm Paulie Malignaggi, and this is Paulie TV.